It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Set for a good one here in the AFC South. Glad you're on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this always the division of opportunity. Can you get everything right and make a run here? Each team has had its little moment as we sit here in 2024. One more time. This is a division with a chance to make something happen.
Yeah, what's so cool about this division, Mike, is it seems like it's changed hands year in and year out, especially here as of late. The surprise teams around the league the last couple seasons have been from the AFC South. A lot of that's been they haven't been the strongest. They're all trying to figure out their long-term quarterback play. But when you talk about optimism and hope, not only in the building but around the city, these teams in the AFC South, they all think this is our year.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The number 4 overall pick in 2023 had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his second year in the NFL out of Florida.
You'd love to see the biggest jump of a young quarterback's career, Mike, being between year 1 and year 2. I mean, you think about what these young quarterbacks go through entering their rookie year. They have the entire pre-draft process, then the idea of being drafted and going to a new organization and learning what it means to play quarterback in the NFL. Well, in year 2, everything's not new. Everything's not a first experience. It allows them to just take a deep breath, play, develop, rely on what got you here. We see so many quarterbacks in year 2 really have their breakout campaigns and show, frankly, why they were the starter to begin with in their rookie year.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Open man, that's Alec Pierce. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. He's got the big man, Mo Alley Cox. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the 1st down.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 2nd down, Richardson. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Steven Sims to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the #2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now
he gets free. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to possess the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Taylor. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They call this the alley. So it's the area between the hash marks and the numbers. And depending on what defense they're in, there is a lot of space to be had down those seams. So if this defense doesn't make a couple of adjustments, I wouldn't expect this offense to target any other place on this field.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Throwing on second down, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Richardson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And it'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
Now it is 1st and goal. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. All even on the scoreboard. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. There he goes. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indy. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Colts will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Texans offense and receiver Tank Dell ready to go once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The motion man here is Woods. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's Stroud. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Now Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
It is 3rd and 10. Richardson to throw. Going for it all. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Stephon Diggs and the rest of the Houston offense set to take over again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. The throw left side finds Dell. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Stroud to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Texans. his second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans have broken the deadline as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Gould on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. To throw, it's Richardson. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I, back from Houston. In a moment, they face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Richardson. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Richardson gonna look to throw. Good blocking, and he's in. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Indianapolis. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Now Gay for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts will even the score. It's now 21-all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Colts offense going to take over just before the half. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. So we reach halftime in what was a very compelling first half of play. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, Thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Texans offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end, Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
1st down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his 2nd year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud.
And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. That is caught. What a throw. Robert Woods. Touchdown, Houston. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans go up by 7, 28-21. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Josh Downs now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Colts offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Taylor. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Tackle there by Will Anderson. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And that'll set up 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Diggs.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A tight end in motion now. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. Still 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
A run here with Mixon. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Stroud. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
This is a great example of the game within the game. You're going to hear the offensive line and the quarterback. They're making what they call a Mike declaration. It's not so much that that's who they're responsible for, but it sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. But in this case, the Mike was the one who came, so clearly either the running back missed his call or the offensive line didn't do their job, because either way, somebody has to have him accounted for, and instead, they take the sack.
They try to work the screen with Mixon. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Richardson. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. That is caught downfield by Pierce. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll run. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. They need one right now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Richardson. He'll try to run for it. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The Texans offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. Catch made. That's Woods. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Stroud. Diggs on the reception. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Throwing on second down, Stroud. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Third and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got a receiver. That's Woods. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Get started with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
First down throw there is incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the ref. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not inbound.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. They're looking both at the feet to see if two were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So that is what you want. No, sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Richardson. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defense.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. Richardson to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. That scored too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense could just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.